After targeting the military, Hasnat Abdullah, leader of the National Citizens Party, has now turned his attention to journalists, seemingly desperate to crown himself as the hero of a people's movement. Wherever there is unrest, he appears. Point a camera at him, and he climbs the stage. But in trying to make himself the face of a political uprising, Hasnat continues to spark one controversy after another. His latest remarks are not just controversial, they're seen as a direct threat to journalists. During a rally on July 6th at Rajshahi's Zero Point, Hasnat Abdullah declared, "We haven't forgotten the role Bashundhara's media played in favor of the killer Hasina. They're plotting another 111. The people won't accept that." With these words, he directly threatened the country's top media groups and their journalists. It's true that during Sheikh Hasina's government, some influential journalists were accused of excessive praise and loyalty toward the ruling party. However, since August 5th, several media houses have dismissed those individuals who were reportedly involved in unethical journalism. So now many are questioning how justifiable it is to blame entire media groups or the entire journalist community for the actions of a few. Especially those who work with professionalism and integrity are now feeling threatened by Hasnat's aggressive rhetoric. Targeting journalists is not new for Hasnat Abdullah. Back in December 2024, 5 journalists were fired from Somoy TV, and allegations arose that Hasnat and his followers pressured the media house into making the decision. That move triggered nationwide criticism. At the time, journalists raised a valid question. If this is how blatantly the media is interfered with, how can independent journalism survive? In June 2025, Hasnat also made a Facebook post stating, "Plans are underway from the cantonment to rehabilitate the Awami League." This was seen as an attempt to drag the military into political conspiracy. The armed forces categorically dismissed the claim as laughable and false. Even his own party leaders, Sarjis Alam and Nasiruddin Patwari, condemned the statement as unethical and inappropriate. Be it garment workers, students, or government employees, wherever there's a protest, Hasnat Abdullah is there. Critics are now asking, does the country not have law enforcement or political leadership that this one man must insert himself into every issue? Wherever there's a camera, he appears, but his excessive presence is becoming irritating for many. Analysts say that he is forcing himself into situations where there's no need for his involvement, making himself increasingly irrelevant. In a democratic state, the media, security forces, and political powers each have their own roles. But by trying to dominate everything, issuing unilateral statements, and threatening others with impunity, Hasnat Abdullah is challenging this balance. The question now is simple. Is he really fighting for people's rights? Or is he only trying to stir tension among the media, military, and opposition forces to stay at the center of attention?
For more updates, follow us on Facebook, subscribe our YouTube channel, get the latest update on www.daily-sun.com.